Kia ora everyone, it's Chris here from Bayleys. This is your quick roundup of the biggest news in New Zealand real estate over the past week. So first off, what we've got is supply of homes for sale. So latest data from realestate.co.nz showed there was about 32,000 homes listed for sale at the end of January. This was about 18% higher than the same time last year, so a rise on what was already a pretty high figure. What we also saw over the month was a rise in new listings coming through, which was interesting, and that sort of matches up with some of our own sentiment surveys across our brokers, which showed that more vendors are looking to list off the back of interest rate reductions. So yeah, the overall picture here is that with a lot of stock on market, basically more distraction for buyers and less reason for prices to increase. Number two, Wellington City Council released their latest CV data. So this is the rating valuations that they use for calculating rates. And this showed average house price down 24% compared with the prior CVs, which were September 2021. And across different suburbs, there was a bit of a range ranging from 12% to 29% drops on average. And this was basically driven by the overall drop in the market over the same period. This was one of the first two of the big cities to release their revised CVs. So we've got Auckland Council will also be releasing their CVs sometime later this year, and we'll probably see a reduction come through those stats as well, although maybe not quite as significant as Wellington. Next up, so sales snapshot over the past week. So we've got two recent auction sales sort of kicking off the new year. First one up in Auckland, we've got 150 Whitford Road in Somerville. Pre-auction offer accepted, 3 beds, 1 bath on 600 square metres. Spacious design with north-facing deck. This was marketed by Lawrence Liu, Joe Morris from Bayleys Howick, sold under the hammer for 1.191 million. And then up in Northland, we've got 36 Karoro Road and One Tree Point. Harbourside Romance, 4 beds, 3 baths on 1,000 square metres. Waterfront property with great views, well-designed home with multiple living areas. This was marketed by Brad McKeag from Bayleys Bream Bay, sold under the hammer for 1.48 million. So shows we're starting to get a good range of auction activity come through, even though it's still quite early in the new year. Next up, going offshore, figured we'd take a moment to look at some of the news associated with the United States' potential tariffs on Mexico and Canada, and I guess how that's coming through the real estate market media coverage. Now, if we look at Canada, the news over there has really been focusing on two different aspects. One has been the potential for a big recession to cause a general drop in demand for property through things like impact on the job market. And the headline in the Toronto Star was, "In a recession, people don't go out and buy houses," which I think is pretty fair, particularly if there's been a big impact on the job market. The other aspect has been the risk that the cost of building will increase significantly due to changes in the dynamics around the costings of building materials. So those are the two that the media has been focused on. We haven't seen too much on the commercial property markets, although I suspect we'll probably see content focused around how industrial property might be impacted by reduction in exports, so sort of flowing through into manufacturing and distribution. So yeah, to be seen, but gives you a sense of the risk that might happen if tariffs were to be imposed on other countries like New Zealand as well. And then finally, to wrap up, we've got property of the week, right? So we've got two properties, one in Auckland, one in Napier. So in Auckland, we've got 42 Pine Street in Mount Eden. New year, new home, 3 beds, 2 baths on 617 square metres. Classic villa, fully renovated 5 years ago. It's got open plan living, great location at Mount Eden. If you want to learn more about this one, contact Paul Rains or Lisa Marie Wallen from Bayleys Ponsonby. And then down in Napier, we've got a pretty amazing home. So 4A Charles Street in Westshore. Waterfront living redefined, 3 beds, 2 baths on 580 square metres. Exceptional design and craftsmanship, uninterrupted waterfront views. If you want to learn more about this one, contact Kirsten Hines or Kerry Gange from Bayleys Napier. Well, that's it. We'll wrap it up here and we'll see you next time. See ya.